If it's possible to fall in love with a car, then I'm head over heels. Hi, I'm Miranda Lightstone with WatchMojo.com, and today we're going to take a ride in the brand new Jaguar XJL Supercharged. Because this is the newly designed XJ, everything about the look really is brand new. From the front end that's much beefier and bolder and kind of borrows from the XF, to the rear taillights that look like cat's claw marks across the trunk. This Jag really is much more aggressive, much more savage looking than the previous gen XJ, and that's just fantastic. I absolutely love the interior of the XJL Supercharged. From the burl walnut trim, to the leather stitching, to the suede lining on the roof and the sides. I mean, it's just so sumptuous, so regal. I mean, I feel like I'm sitting in the living room of a mansion. And it's not all fancy, luxurious stuff either. There's some really high-tech gadgetry here as well. For example, the glove box. If I want to open it, I simply run my thumb across this little button, and it pops open. The lights, brush my fingers across them, they turn on, they turn off. So simple. What isn't simple is Jaguar's onboard entertainment system. Now, I don't know why they haven't updated or changed this yet, but it's so unintuitive and difficult to use that I actually don't want to use it. Now, I had to look at the manual to figure out how to connect my iPod to the system, and it wasn't just because of the color of my hair. Driving the new XJ Supercharged is pretty fantastic. And this is a brand new engine for Jaguar. It's a 5-liter V8 supercharged, and it pushes out 470 horsepower and 424 pound-foot of torque. Now, you wouldn't think that's a lot of power for a car this size, and this is a 4,000 plus pound car. But somehow Jaguar has made the engine respond well enough that you think you're in a smaller car. It feels nimble, it feels light, it handles really well around the corners, and it's fast. Even though this is the XJL, which means it has a longer wheelbase, it still feels small. It doesn't feel like you're in this kind of big boat, floaty sedan, which is what you'd expect looking at it when it's parked. One of the really cool features in the XJ is the dash. It's all digital. There are no gauges, there's no needles. It's like looking at a computer screen. It's a bit distracting at first, and you want to keep looking at it to see how it's going to change. But once you get used to it, it's pretty neat. If for some reason you happen to get bored driving your XJ Supercharged, you have the option to put it into Sport, and then Sport Dynamic mode. And what that does is create more of a throttle response, gives you a bit more power, gives you a bit more pull, and makes the exhaust sound phenomenal. And then you have the option to shift through your gears or let the car do it by itself. Personally, I like to shift my own gears, which lets me have power when I really want it. In my opinion, Jaguar has truly outdone itself with this brand new XJ. From performance to prestige, this really is a Jaguar from nose to tail. Pure perfection.